learn a little bit about you and your experience within dance sport, and if you could also shed a little bit of light on ProAm dancing and what that means to you. So perhaps we could start off with you telling us a little bit about how you got into dancing to begin with.
That's a funny story. So I was a bad teenager, and I got in lots of trouble. And so dancing was a punishment for me. You know, a lot of people work really hard, they to spend a lot of money, and they
What were they
take
trying to
dance
do, turn you
lessons.
into a gentleman or something like
No,
that?
my mother just said you needed direction, and she was a dancer. She was actually, the student in a ProAm situation.
Oh, wow.
And she said, I think that this would be good for you, and I did not want to dance at all. I was in a situation in which I needed a lawyer.
Oh.
My mother said, I will get you out
But
of
now I'm really intrigued. Like a bad boy.
So so the deal was you get a lawyer, a car, and a cell phone, and you have to take 2 hours of ballroom dance 5 days a week.
That would be a welcomed punishment for most people.
For most people, it was it was.
So
However,
what was the turning point?
there was a girl.
Oh.
Like a terrible movie.
Always a girl.
Yeah, so there was a girl, right? So I tried to dance to impress a girl. However, 3 years went by, and I learned how to dance.
So you were motivated by a girl.
Initially, yes. I was motivated by a girl, and
I couldn't think of any better reason.
that
to dance, but anyway.
that actually did not pan out.
Oh.
However, at the end of said conquest, I knew how to dance a little bit. And so, and I was 18 years old, and then I lived in Alaska, right? So,
Wow.
The training was not good. However, there was an opportunity for me to move to the lower 48, Las Vegas, in a because moved to the lower 48 to go on scholarship with this dance studio, and I took that opportunity. So from the time that I was 18, which was a very late start, if you know most of the people in our community, but that's when I started. Yeah, that's when it turned into a career at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when it turned into a career at that point, I'm assuming that you became a professional dancer in the competitive space.
I trained a lot with different partners, and not many of them ever panned out. So I did a competition here and there in the American styles, but also it was in franchise studios, and so they're not super supportive of it always, especially at that time, of professionals having their careers. They want you in ProAm situations.
Right.
And also, the information wasn't as good where I, initially started. So it took me a long time. It took me until I was, 26, 27, where I actually started training with a partner seriously, with coaches that had, enough information to where I felt that I was at least the beginning of presentable in our community.
So you've gone from being a coach in a studio train environment
Yes.
to transitioning into more of an independent
Yes.
ProAm coach.
Yes, absolutely.
Could you tell us a little bit more about the differences?
Well, so I think everybody has their own path. For me, I learned a lot about how to run a studio, how to interact with students, how to present yourself as a professional. I would have never ever, and a lot of people talk to me like younger dancers and say, I'm going to go independent, and then that's great if you know how to obtain students, if you know how to retain students, if you have the discipline to continue to invest in yourself. So it was mandatory for me to go through the process of franchise studios, which if I look back on, I did not enjoy the experience, but the information that I have now is paramount to my success, and I got all of that from those closed studio situations.
Tell me a little bit more about ProAm and that type of dynamic from your career perspective and also competitive perspective.
Yeah, it's interesting. At some point, I started taking ProAm very, very seriously. Because sometimes you'll hear teachers or my students who were with other teachers, like one of the most harmful things that professionals say to their students is, don't worry, you're just a student. You know, like, don't, why are you stressed out about this? You're just a student. Which,
That would kill myself.
it's completely right. But the fact is like, you're a student. You're a human being trying to learn this art. The technique doesn't change if you're a student. Your drive, your passion, your anything, like nothing changes. The connection doesn't change if you're a student. You just that's it. It's just dancing. Most important things that I do from my heart is like every single one of my students, wherever they're at, I meet them on that level, and and at some point we have a talk. You want to do ProAm? Like, okay, like to what level? You want to dance? And if they show up, and they put in the time and the effort, like I too will put in the time and the effort. And it is like my best students now that force me to continue to take coaching. I still go out, I take coaching, I take lessons, I constantly invest in myself.
So you're always sharpening that saw,
Yes.
reskilling, so that is on the benefit of your partnership.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, because the connection is the connection, and it's just dancing. Like it's an art form, and we all do it, and we're all trying to get better at it. Hopefully, I know I am, and my best students push me. Like they have grown up. I've had students for 8-9 years now. And so it's a long time. It's a long time, and I have to continue to invest in myself. Yes.
Is your headspace, this is game on? I'm with my ProAm partner, not my student, or is it a case of, right, I'm with my student, but there are layers to my role. I'm their coach, their teacher, but I'm also that extra layer where I have to partner with this person. Because I imagine that would be a very difficult role to juggle within the same headspace.
Yeah.
Tell me what your view is on that.
So everybody's different, right? Everybody comes to dancing for a different reason. Some people come to dance, like they really do just come to dance, and in my experience, that's not necessarily always the case. I'd say with the people that stick around for 8 or 9 years, it's about the dancing. But so a lot of times you have to do some caretaking. You have to, if it just depends on how they respond to pressure and whatnot. So a lot of times you kind of have to energetically like wrap around them and take care of them, and count out loud. 2, 3, 4, 1. And other times, this person just turns into an animal, and then you have to manage that. So I think every situation is different, but after a while, after you compete with this person, you're a partnership, and you deal with it as a partnership. And there's going to be high highs, there's going to be low lows, there's going to be things that I have to work on, like constantly, and so that I'm the best partner that I can be. And same thing with whoever I'm dancing with, they have the things that they're working on, and then we have the things that we are working on. A lot of that has to do with personality, memory, stress. There's just a lot of things we work on. So it's different with each individual. However, like if I step onto the floor with somebody, they are my partner, and it should be treated as such.
Thank you so much for spending some time.
It's my pleasure.